it does go live. So
At least
here
we
we
found
are.
the button.
I was going to say thoughts on that, Pat?
Yeah, less technical issues and more pebcac, really, isn't it? For those uninitiated who don't understand IT references, pebcac means problem exists between keyboard and chair, as in user error. It's a code you can use for people to not
We got
understand that you're
confused by
criticising them.
RCPT, RMPT, whatever the hell it was.
RTMP.
That's the one. That confused us enough, so...
Yeah, I've got no idea what it stands for, but yeah, I know what it is. It's the protocol for live streaming. Real-time messaging protocol. There you go.
Well, isn't that fancy?
No. Anyway, hi everyone. We're sort of doing a cold open on the warm. I don't know. Anyway, hi, welcome to Tepid. Yes, welcome to our Tepid Open. Tepid would be a good episode title because that's what we were last Thursday even. But before we get to that, hello everybody. My name's Nate. I am back from moving house. You don't come back from moving house, but I'm here anyway. Although I was starting to wish I hadn't fucking moved. What a load of hassle. And Stevenage has been shit since I moved. So it's all my fault. I'm sorry, but there we are. As you can see or have heard, Nick's with us. Hello.
Hello.
Doesn't confuse you when I come to you first now?
Kind of. I sit here often thinking, is he going to switch it up or is he going to continue to go with Pat? So I've learnt to be prepared for any eventuality.
I feel like Pat's the right play most of the time because he's an original. I feel like I should pedestal him, and just because Pat's Pat, I sort of pedestal him a little bit. Whereas I also like to spread the love around and bring people in, other people in sometimes.
I'm feeling the love.
Yeah. And hi, Pat.
Hi. Yeah, I stood in last week very much in the manner of Dan Sweeney, so it's Charlie good to have you back.
That's very nice. Very good punning.
When did you think about that, and how long have you been holding back to be able to say
it? About 20 minutes.
The second he pressed hang up last week. How are we, gentlemen? Have we had good weeks?
Sure.
It was a terrible weekend of sport for every team I care about, so it's good to get on here and vent about it a bit.
Yeah, I enjoyed your game immensely yesterday.
Yeah,
but we don't talk about that sport on here, so we'll move on to Reading 1, Stevenage 0. This one we can blame Greg for because he said he doesn't know how Liam Richardson keeps getting jobs, and they let's just put it. Let's just throw it out there. They fucking battered us for more or less 90 minutes, didn't they? They were superior in just about every way. The team sheet, let's just sort of gloss over 10 of them because we know who they are. It's fair to say. And then say Ghassan Ahadme started, hopefully for the last time. Well, I'm not against using him against under 21 teams if we play them. And maybe Boxing Day against AFC Wimbledon because he had quite a good day there last time. Other than that, I don't want to say. Oh, he should have scored a hat trick, but he did get a couple.
He got 2. So, he should have had 5.
Yeah, but look, as long as he gets a couple and it doesn't cost us, it doesn't matter. Mm. But honestly, it's an experiment that I've had enough of. It's not worked. He's rubbish.
Yeah, it's a trick. I always feel sorry for strikers who get very little game time and then get a start, and almost naturally we're all kind of thinking, okay, he's got to do something in this game, otherwise that's him done. It's probably not the best vein of form we've been in to then equally come in as a striker and someone go, right, go and score a goal, because we've not been great at that of late.
Yeah, and I do feel I agree. Like I feel for strikers in that circumstance. It's a very much a position. Seems to be across the board a position where form is everything, and getting a lot of them need certainly at this level, let's say, need a run of games possibly where the team's playing well, but they're maybe not getting in the goals. They need a run of time and a bit of consistency to get themselves up to speed. But we can't afford it. If we want to keep this at the moment promotion chasing run going, it's something we can't afford to do. And the decision making, his first touch, he's a big lad who can't control the ball. So what does he do? Like we've had swathes of them over the years, these big lumps who can go up top. They look like they should be able to win every header, manage to not win most headers. They don't control the ball, bring people into play. What does he do?
It was really odd because I think it was the Chesterfield game. I don't think we really touched on it when we spoke last week about it. But when he came on, I think he came on with about 20 minutes left. His first touch was the first touch of the ball was abysmal. It's gone and bounced. He's missed the ball and suddenly it's bounced up in his face or something like that. But then the next one was like a sublime flick round the corner first time for Kemp to run onto that ended up coming to nothing. He just seems really inconsistent in that area where just at the moment you need to do something basic, he fails. And the moment he does a bit of quality, it's when no one else is around anyway. And part of that is just tough luck for him. But equally, you've got to have that consistency if you're going to play one up front and be relied upon, especially away from home, to do exactly what you're saying in terms of hold on to the ball, bring people into play, get us up the pitch. And that's something that we've always struggled with Reedy. He's never been that kind of player. He's always been the one looking for it in behind. And I think in hindsight, after Chesterfield, there was a fair few going. We probably should have gone with a Hadmay because of how deep they were playing and their centre backs being tall. Feels like the games they started the wrong game each. I would have liked to have seen Reed start against Reading. I would have liked to have seen a Hadmay against Chesterfield. We may have seen no different in terms of performances, but it just feels like we were slightly mismatched in our approaches to those games based on the strikers we went with.
Yeah, Hadmay was far from the only problem Thursday. Like, he is not responsible for the scoreline solely. There was no urgency. There was no, I want to say, desire. It looked like none of them give a fuck about winning the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were all just sort of there. It was almost as passenger as I can remember Stevenage being for the last few seasons. You know, the Lincoln game last season comes to mind where they came down and just taught us a lesson. Exeter away last season where we were just abysmal for 90 minutes and they barely broke out of first gear, let alone second or third, to put us away. You know, Houghton, White, Freestone all got yellow cards. Campbell, I can have a look at how many touches he has. Before I do that, I'm going to say he may have had 15 touches in the game, and I may be pushing that. And he didn't come off until the 62nd minute.
It was yet another game where we started really slowly, and it's been a recurring theme this season that you get to half time and you're like, well, we've had like 3 shots not on target, so all right, we're close to them still, but they've got to step it up second half and be much better than they were first half. And to be fair, they did. They were a much better side second half. Not good enough to get an equaliser, it turns out, although, you know, Hadmay missed her best chance to hit the bar. As far as I can see from the stats, it says 2 shots on target. I think that was in the same attack, Kemp, and then shortly afterwards, Patterson.
Yeah. And that was in the 86th minute or something?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that tells you against a side who came into the game, 19th, like right in the bottom quarter of the league, that you've created virtually nothing. And when you add created virtually nothing on top of conceded a sloppy goal in the first 5 minutes, you've given 3 points away to a side at the opposite end of the table from you. And that's got to be a massive disappointment. Looking back at that goal, like the cascade of errors leading up to it, you've allowed their right back to get deep into your box and square it across the area. Someone's pulled it back from the byline. It might have gone out of play, it might not, but people didn't stop because it had gone out of play, but they didn't engage in a meaningful way either. So when it went back out to the edge of the box to the guy who had time to control it, cut inside a guy, and then just pass it into the back of the net, it was a good finish. But Kemp overruns it horribly to allow him to very easily step in on his right foot and have the shot through the crowded penalty area. It was disappointment on multiple levels, that goal.
The last couple games have felt like, watching them, performances that you expect February, March, April time, when you've played a lot of games, you're starting to get a little bit fatigued, and people start to switch off or they start to make these silly errors. We've not exactly played many Tuesday night games. We're in, well, November. It's slightly worrying that we're looking like that at this stage of the season. I don't think we helped ourselves. And again, all of it's caveated by ultimately we don't know what happens on the training ground. But it felt wrong with Freestone at left back against who we knew were going to have quick wide players. We didn't know they were going to play a 5-back, but we knew they were going to have pace out wide. And I don't think I've ever seen Butler have a good game off the bench. He's always been his best when he starts. He feels like that kind of player that has to start a game rather than come in with 45 minutes.
The opposite of Phoenix Patterson.
Yeah. Orford came on and looked like he didn't know anyone's name. And it just, there's these little things.
It looked like he didn't know his own name.
There's just these little things where you think, at this point in the season, you don't want to see any of that. And you'd question how it's got to that point after such a great start. So that does give me some slight concerns.
Yeah. Yeah. We've seen far better. I mean, we've seen performances against far better teams. I mean, I don't want to put Reading down too much. They've been woeful this season, but they were excellent. Saturday, Williams and O'Connor as centre backs, just imperious. Joel Pereira is comfortably the best goalkeeper in the league. Like he might be if they suddenly found themselves in the Championship tomorrow, he might be one of the best goalkeepers in the Championship. In all honesty, he's fucking superb. Savage and Wing. I mean, you almost couldn't ask to have a better midfield two in this league division either. Really, could you? They're both very fucking good players. Kamari Doyle was a pain in the ass. The only positive on that side of things for us was that Matt Ritchie came on and did fuck all other than get a yellow card, which was nice. The only performance of any Stevenage player that I can go, yeah, all right, you didn't have a terrible game. Probably Charlie Good.
Which I think has been the story of the season. I mean, a few weeks.
Sorry, him and White.
Yeah,
sorry.
a few weeks.
White was fine.
Yeah, I think it was a few weeks back, wasn't it? We got asked the question of the players that have gone under the radar this season, and I think we all agreed on Charlie Good probably being one of them. And again, we saw the impact of him not playing in the FA Cup game, and Sweeney coming and stepping in against a League Two outfit.
Sweeney's another one of those players that whenever we've in the past when we've relied on him more and he's been when he's then been out, it's always been like, oh, you notice it, like, oh god, we've looked a bit ropey there, and then he comes back and things are better after a few games, but he's always taken a game or two, again, much like with this sort of striker thing. He's always taken a sort of a game or two to get himself back up to speed. Understandably, you know, not everyone can just come back in and hit the ground running.
He wasn't even in the squad for Reading.
But there's and completely understandably, because would you pick him? Would you pick him over Freestone at the moment?
You wouldn't, no.
I wouldn't at all. I don't know if Freestone was on the bench, but was playing left back. But the presumption is that you're starting him left back, but if Good or Pidge go off injured, you move him in and put Butler on. So you don't really need. I mean, you probably should have another centre back on the bench. But you almost don't need. You almost don't need to. It's almost a waste of possession with Freestone being able to operate left back or left centre back. Really, Pidge. I want to talk about Pidge. Fucking abysmal Thursday. Like, I'm really struggling to remember a game he's been that poor in.
Chesterfield the week before.
Well, look, I didn't want to say it, but I didn't see most of Chesterfield. Like I only saw
Yeah.
bits of that, so I can't really comment on it. But I'm really struggling to pick out another time he's been that poor. Like he was fucking atrocious, and it's almost like a victim of his own success. He's been so solid, so consistently for so long that now when he has a game that is that bad, you really fucking notice it.
I think it feels like we've always said with Pidge, he's never going to be a centre back that plays with the ball. Never. Like we've seen him play some decent passes in there, but he's never a player or a centre back. You're going to go right. We want to play football. Carl Piagiani is the centre back to use, and I think we've seen that over the last couple of games where we're relying on him more and more to play in possession and try and make passes, and actually he's just not great at it. Like he'll hit the odd good diag, but 9 times out of 10, it's not a great pass. You can rely on him to make the 5-yard pass into midfield, and then you're relying on your Houghtons or your Whites to pick the ball up and do something with it. But if they're being cut off as options, very often it's just a lump down the pitch. And again, Chesterfield was a prime example where that really just did not help us. And Reading was probably similar, hence why their centre backs looked so good.
There's an awful lot of long balls going to absolutely no one. I mean, I think Marshall may have played more of them than anyone else. How many times have we seen him just clear their back line? So sick of it.
There you go. Philip Marshall against Reading. Accurate long balls, 8 out of 28.
Bad.
If you want to compare it to Pereira, to be fair, Pereira's wasn't much better. But it just feels like the last couple of games, we've completely lost that identity we had of being direct. 100%. I think we'll always be a direct team, but in the way of we move the ball across the pitch quickly and we get down the width with pace, as opposed to what we've been doing the last 2 games of give it to our centre backs and just try and hit the channels with long balls and miss out our midfield that have been so good on the ball recently.
What do we do in this circumstance right now? Like, what do we do? We've got the best part of 2 weeks until we play Doncaster. What do we do ahead of that trip, of the visit of Doncaster, rather? Like, what do we do to fix this issue and to come out and regain some of the form, regain some of that poise we had previously?
And I think we're lucky that we've got a nice gap between games now to work on building those attacks. And that the thing you said about Ahadme and being unpredictable with what he's going to do with a given ball, you need to build up that chemistry between your attacking players so they can predict what one another are going to do and make the right move to get onto the end of the pass that gets delivered or the header that gets delivered or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's lacking. And when you are a direct team, you need those second balls to be being picked up and people to be predicting where they're going to end up. If you're trying to react to where the header's gone or the layoff's gone, it's already too late. You've got to be making that move before the layoff happens, really.
I'd be interested. I don't think we're ever going to get the answer. I would be interested to know what Revs thinks the reason is for the last kind of couple of weeks, probably all month really, of being just under the level that we'd set ourselves at the start of the season, and whether it's something there that feels like a quick fix when you have a week and a half between games, or if actually it's a longer term issue of actually if it's a mental thing, that's not often something you can turn around easily after a week and a half. If it's a bit of just that we've tried something different, it's not worked, or we need to work on it more to get to that level, then that might feel a bit easier to do in a week and a half. But it would be interesting because I couldn't put my finger on it. and I don't think anyone could really put their finger on it without being in the camp as to why it's drastically changed. I think we all expected some drop off at some stage, but a bit more gradual.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to happen, but it feels like we're not sort of taking a stroll down a nice gentle slope, is it? We've got to head first straight off of the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not good.
The
Not
week
good
and a
for
half might do him some good, and we're after the Doncaster game, we don't mention this spell ever again.
What annoys me is if you look at the form table, we're still like 7th or 8th.
Yeah. This is
three
incredibly
wins,
doom and
draw.
gloom for a team who have 2 games in hand over the top 2 and could get themselves back to the top if they get back to winning.
Yeah,
It just
exactly. We win the
feels a
2
long way
games in
from
hand.
winning when you look at performances.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We win 2 of the 3 games that we have in hand, and away we go. You know, we're top of the league again and laughing at everybody below us.
You throw the last kind of 2-3 league games in between a few of those wins, and you don't bat an eyelid.
Right. The concern is that this month we beat Luton, Bromley, and then since we beat Bromley, we've only beaten Crystal Palace kids, and the performances against Lincoln, Bradford, Cheltenham, and Chesterfield, and Reading were so bad. I mean, the Bradford game was probably our best, and it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't a good performance from us. I just think I don't know what I think.
There is those 2 sides, isn't it?
The performances have been so bad. That's what's like I said before Thursday night. The performance tonight is almost more important than the result. Result, obviously, you always want to go away, but like if you lose 1-0 away from home, but you've had a real 90 minutes of back and forth, the game's been frenetic. We've gone for it, they've gone for it, they've come out on top. You don't mind losing those so much. It's like, oh, fucking hell, at least we gave it a good go. This is pathetic. Like, that's the only word I can really use to describe that performance across the board. It was pathetic.
It's all about habits, isn't it? You don't want to fall into really bad habits that take you months to get out of, because yes, we're in a great position, but that means absolutely nothing if by the end of the season you've completely left that in the back and you finish 14th, 15th, 16th because you've gone on a roll of bad habits creeping back in.
So last season then.
Well, pretty much. I was actually just trying to find how we started last season.
But we don't want to repeat it last season for a little while we were right up there, and so were Cambridge. They dropped a little bit harder than we did, you know?
Yeah.
A lot harder than we did. But it's
a great position to be in.
Unbelievably disappointing.
I think I was the glass half empty after Thursday. Well, after Saturday's results, because I looked back and I went, "We've really missed an opportunity there."
Well, we'll get to those. We'll get to those in a moment. In fact, let's do it. Let's actually do that now. Let's have a look at what happened around the league. So, League One fixtures. Obviously, we had the on Tuesday previous Rotherham 2, Burton 2. Then Thursday was Reading 1, Stevenage 0. And then Saturday you had Northampton winning against Mansfield 2-1. Wickham put 4 past Orient. Peterborough under Luke Williams won their 2nd game in a row, and they won 5-0 away at home against AFC Wimbledon. Rotherham beat Lincoln 3-0. Luton beat Stockport 3-0 away from home, so they won 4 on the bounce now. Blackpool beat Cardiff 3-1. Bolton beat Port Vale 4-0. The only one in the top 8 that won. Bradford lost to Burton 2-1. Doncaster lost to Barnsley 2-1. Exeter drew with Wigan 1-1. And Huddersfield beat Plymouth 3-1. The fact that Huddersfield are 10th is wild.
You got Plymouth at bottom.
Plymouth at bottom. So the league table: Plymouth bottom, Port Vale, Peterborough, Blackpool. Orient are in 20th. They're in 2 points above the drop zone. Oh, how cream is falling back round to the bottom. Curdled and soured. Not like us at all. Exeter are 19th. Doncaster 18th. Reading 17th. Wigan 16th. Burton 15th. Wickham 14th. Northampton 13th. Rotherham 12th. Barnsley 11th. Top 10 is Huddersfield on 22 points, Luton on 22 points, Mansfield on 22 points. Wimbledon is 7th on 25 points, 6th, Lincoln 25 points, Borough 26 points, sat in 5th with 2 games in hand. No, yeah, 2 games in hand at the moment. Cardiff 4th on 26 points, Bolton 3rd on 26 points. Obviously, both have slightly better goal differences than ourselves. Bradford is 2nd on 27 points, and Stockport County top of the pile after a stoozy run of 4 wins, only to lose on Saturday. But they are 28 points from 15 games. So you're right, it is a massive missed opportunity, but that is very glass half empty view of it. The way I like to look at it is actually we've been let off the hook massively with that. That's a far better way to look at it, isn't it?
I mean, I was just looking at the form in that table, and is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the top 8 have are winless in their last 2 league games. Fundamentally, still in the top 8. I mean, I'm not sure how many losses the likes of Birmingham would have had at this point last season. Pretty sure it was only 1, if that. But you see that Stockport top have already lost 3 games. Bolton have lost 3 games. We've lost 3. Cardiff lost 4 already. Lincoln have lost 4. AFC Wimbledon are 7th despite losing 6 of their 15. I think the league, the conversation at the start of the season was all about, is there quality in the league? I don't think there is, but I think that makes it a much more exciting league than if there was a little bit more quality in the likes of when we had Birmingham last year. Because we're seeing these results where you genuinely don't know what's going to happen each week in some of these fixtures.
Birmingham had 2 losses at this stage. Oh, no, 1 loss at this stage, sorry. 9 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss.
And
goal difference of 12. Wickham were top.
Yeah, not a single team of 9 wins at this stage at the moment.
Wickham had 10 wins at this stage. Although this year we have played 2 more games than, well, the league as a whole has played 2 more games than most teams at that stage last season. That same stage last season.
So,
so we're going sort of around the houses a little bit, and we're doing things a little bit sort of wonky. But our next 3 opponents are Doncaster, Peterborough, and Wigan.
Yes.
How do you think our win percentages against those teams look?
So Doncaster, I reckon it's probably a bit 50-50.
That's exactly right. It's bang on 50-50.
Peterborough. We've never done well at Peterborough, have we? And I, for some reason, never remember any.
I can only remember. I can only remember 2 wins there.
Pat, you must have some insider knowledge. You know some stuff about.
I was thinking, I've been to Peterborough and seen a win, surely.
I reckon our win overall against Peterborough maybe 22% wins.
Yeah, it looks like 2 from 10. So pretty close.
16,
2 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses.
16.67%.
Yeah. Is that including all those cup games we keep getting with
Yeah,
them?
it includes cup games.
Yeah.
Wigan though,
okay.
We've got a 40% win rate against Wigan.
I haven't played them too much, have we?
No. I think we've beaten twice and lost or drawn once or something.
Yeah.
All League One, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just going to actually look at what the.
They're all teams of a similar size and a similar league position to Reading, which is unfortunate, with Wigan just above them, Doncaster just below them, and Peterborough in the relegation zone, but coming off that massive win against Wimbledon.
But
So, yeah.
Doncaster are there because they were up the top and they've fallen off since.
They've had a massive fall, haven't they, Donny?
Yeah.
As expected.
Whereas and
Just
Wigan
waiting for Bradford to do the same thing.
Wigan have just been a bit meh. Struggled to start the season. They have a new manager now, which could cause us a problem.
I think they very much found their level.
Yeah. And who else? Oh, Peterborough.
Yeah.
They'll look. We're well on track. I said Ferguson will be gone by the end of November. He's gone at the start of November. They've got a new manager. He'll get them to. They'll just about miss out on the playoffs this season. Next season they'll make the playoffs. And they'll lose in the playoff final. Then the next season after that, it'll be about November time when they fire him, and Fergie will be back, and the process will repeat.
I don't think you know what. If he rehires Fergie at any stage after that statement that he put out when he sacked him, like that's just a bit tragic, isn't it?
Yep.
So were the other 2 times.
Yeah, but I don't think in those ones he said goodbye, legend.
No.
I feel like once you've said goodbye, legend, that's you cutting ties. If you end up going back,
Anyway, I don't really have much more to say about Reading and any of that really now, and we've sort of done the rest of the show without doing the quiz, haven't we? Because we've sort of there's no game to preview. But we will do a quiz.
Yeah.
We will do a quiz. And I'm going to give you 2 a choice.
Ooh.
There's 2 quizzes sat here. Well, actually, it's 3 quizzes sat here ready to go.
Christ.
And then their names are the types of quiz are. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but ABS or 11. So pick one.
So 11's going to be the starting 11 of a game. What the hell could ABS be?
Oh, who knows?
Maybe
we should do with breaks.
Should we go ABS just for the excitement of not knowing?
Yeah, to find out what it is.
Yes.
Okay. So ABS is anyone but Stevenage.
Oh,
we played this with Graham Wesley, but then I let you pick Stevenage. So I'm changing that one. I've got this Stevenage stats.
I remember listening.
You're no longer
to that episode on the bus. And
you're no longer allowed to pick Stevenage.
Just Pat having that ultimate moment where he was too stubborn to say Stevenage for Graham.
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? It really is peak Pat.
Yeah, the woman sitting behind me on the bus must have been very confused at what I was laughing at.
That's what we aim for.
So anyway, we've got two options here. I think I am starting to wonder whether I've accidentally done one of these and I've forgotten that we've done it. I think we've only done anyone but Stevenage once, right?
I only know if you
and if you
and it was only
Graham anyway, so you're fine.
It was only Graham Wesley. So we've got 2 choices. I'm not going to tell you who they are. Basically, pick one between secret door number 1 and secret door number 2.
Go on, Pat.
2.
Okay, anyone but Stevenage. This week is Danny Newton.
Oh, crap.
So the game is you've got to give me the name of teams he's played for.
Okay.
And then to get the point, you get a point if you get the team right. I'm not changing the rules, Pat. This is how it works. Although I have changed the rules from the last time we did it, which is very on brand. So you get a point if you get the club right. Then if you get the apps within 10, you will get 2 points. Two points total, not 2 extra points. If you decide instead to pick the number of goals he scored for the team, and you get that within 5, you will get 3 points.
Ooh.
That's hard. You get 3 points because that's actually, I think the goals is much harder than the apps. So when you name a player, that if they've played for them twice, when you say them, I will tell you they've played for them twice, and you can pick either or.
Yes.
For the sort of stint.
Okay.
And we'll go with Nicholas. You can start.
I'm going to start with Boreham Wood.
Boring Wood, 2022 to 2023.
Yeah.
Are you going games or goals?
I'm going to go goals.
So you have to get it within whatever I said. 5.
I can't remember what he said. Well, he didn't score many for them, so I'm going to go with 4.
Do you know what? He's only gone and bloody done it.
Was it actually 4?
no, it's not. It's not bang on, but you're within 5. He scored 3 goals.
Oh,
So Nicholas, you get 3 points.
come on.
Solid start.
Thanks.
Very good start. Pat, bring us back down.
He signed for us from Tamworth.
Oh, you slag.
And I'm going to
Great
say 40 goals.
Oh, it didn't even give you how long he was there for. You didn't even let me
No,
get to that point. No, that's great, though. Tamworth is spot on. 38 goals, Patrick.
I had Tamworth
What
in my
a
head.
start, boys.
I had no idea how many goals he would have scored or how many games he
What
would
a
have played.
start. He was there for between 2015 and 2017.
Oh.
2 seasons, 75 games, 38 gols. Lovely
You do what you always
return.
do when your team signs a new striker. Like, oh, what's that in goals per game? Oh, about 0.3, same as for everyone.
Nick, back to you, son.
Solihull Moors.
Solihull Moors, there he is, between 2021 and 2022. So that was a team he signed with after leaving us.
Yes, and it was just the one season. So he didn't score many. I don't even think he would have hit double
Are you
figures.
going goals again?
Yes, I'm going goals again.
Oh,
Because I don't think he would have hit double figures. So I'm going to go slap bang in the middle and go with 5.
you're spot on. 5 goals and
Wow.
35 appearances. You Google machine, you.
Look, when you said goals was an opportunity, you had extra points on for that. I was like, I'm going to go for where he's been there for 1 season and he wouldn't have scored more than double figures.
Yeah, no, I back it. It's fine. Pat.
I mean, look, we're guessing at this point.
I was going to say, I'm also out of teams beyond Stevenage.
We're guessing, like,
I think I have one,
Midlandsy
actually.
teams because of where we've been already. And
We've already learned your geography knowledge is a bit patchy.
Let's go Lichfield.
Right area, actually, but no, he didn't play for Lichfield.
Yeah.
So I have a team's popped into my head, and I can't. I think this is right, but this could be very. Brackley Town.
Brackley Town is spot on. And do you
Yes.
know what you've done? You've helped Pat because he had 2 stints at Brackley Town.
Oh,
The
So I can have the
2013.
other one.
You can have the other one. 2013-2014 season or the 2023 to 2025.
well, obviously the only one I know is the 2023-25 stint. Again, don't think he would have scored
2 seasons.
2 seasons. Again, don't think he scored many goals. I'm gonna go for 8.
26.
Ah,
So,
Jesus.
but it's okay. It's okay. You get the points, and you've got 4 points.
I'm
Pat at the
1
moment.
ahead.
So Pat, he was at Brackley Town in 2013, 2014. What are you going for, games or goals?
Does he get a point for that?
He'll get a point for it. Yeah.
Let's go goals.
Oh, okay.
Now, you said it's plus or minus 5, right?
Plus or minus 5. Yeah.
All right. So I hedge my bets with 5, and that gives me anywhere from 0 to 10.
Do you know what? It's a very good guess because he played 8 times and he scored 0 goals.
Yeah, have that.
Now things are going to get messy.
Now, I don't know if this is going to count as a team, but it's the only thing I know he definitely played for, which was the Jamie Vardy Academy, of which he would have played like 2 games on trial.
No,
We're not counting that.
no,
He played for them.
no. These are competitive fixtures,
It was
Nicholas.
highly competitive, I hear.
I mean, every game he would have played would have been competitive. He was
Yeah.
that sort of player.
God.
So you know that's your turn. Defaulted over. Pat, your go.
I'm sure he played for an L team around Birmingham. So I'm going to go Leamington.
You are correct, Leamington.
Yeah.
2014 to 2015 season. That ties the game up if you don't get games or goals correct.
Let's go games and say 30.
Okay, so you do only get the point because it was 54 games.
Oh shit! What a season!
Basically every game that season.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Nick's
No, he had his,
thinking
had
or
that
if
in his knees.
He's
Yeah.
thinking.
as I say, I'm not sure if Nick's thinking or if he's gone asleep.
I'm thinking. I mean, Tamworth to Stevenage, Stevenage to Solihull. Did he go Solihull to Boreham Wood? Or was there one in between?
I mean, I have told you the seasons.
That's
so
what I'm
you
now trying to
should
think
know.
back.
I wasn't adding those up either.
I don't know where he is now, which is probably it's not.
I'll tell you where he is, but no, I'm not.
I'm gonna have to throw a random one out there. It sounds similar to Brackley, so I'm gonna go with Bracknell.
No.
Oh.
Bracknell is not on the list. Patrick?
Well, I'm staying on the round Birmingham logic and going Nuneaton.
He was at Nuneaton, 2012 to 2013.
I don't know my Birmingham teams.
I'm going to same logic as last time and go 30 games. Because it was wrong last time, but it might average out.
It's wrong this time. It was 9 games.
So it would have averaged out 63, 30. That's 2 30s nearly.
That's because he spent part of the first half of the season on loan somewhere, and then the part of the second half of the season somewhere else.
Ah, clues.
Yeah, but if you're out on loan from Nuneaton, it's not exactly going to be a team you know.
And I'll tell you, both of the teams he spent time on loan with are teams that haven't been mentioned yet. And he's had 2 spells at both. So it was the team he started at was the first team he went on loan to, and then the team he joined after Nuneaton was also the team he moved to that season. And they are the only 2 remaining teams to be picked, other than where he is now.
And are they anywhere close to National League North level?
Yeah, no.
No.
The bar is low.
I have no idea where this is. For some reason, it's a name that's popped into my head, so I'm going to say it. Concord Rangers.
No.
Hey!
I think I've lost this.
Any guesses?
Let's go Kidderminster.
No, and that's 2 wrongs either side. So we will move on and we will end it there. Pat, you are the winner. 8 points to 7. He started his career at Hinckley United.
Look at that.
Power station there, isn't there, Hinckley? He went to Nuneaton, and then he went back on loan to Hinckley United, where when he started there, 71 games, 17 goals. Went back on loan, 11 games, 2 goals. Then the second half of that season, he was on loan at Barwell, where he scored played 7 and scored 3. He joined for the second half of that. In fact, he did move permanently as well in that season to Barwell, 12 games and 11 goals before then going on to Brackley, Leamington, Tamworth, Stevenage, Solihull, Bournemouth, Brackley, and he is currently at Harbour Town, where he's got 1 goal in 11 games. So there you go. Anyone but Stevenage. Danny Newton, done.
Oh, I'm still fuming that Jamie Vardy's academy didn't count.
I'm surprised we got as many as we did.
I'm not gonna lie. At the start, when you both went, "Oh no," I weren't very hopeful.
I knew I could do after Stevenage and Tamworth. They were the ones I could get. Anything before Tamworth, I was done.
Any other business, boys?
Are there any exciting games on Saturday that we need to keep an eye on?
I don't know. Maybe we should probably talk about them now. Burton Blackpool, Lincoln Doncaster. Yeah, Burton Blackpool, Lincoln Doncaster, Luton Rotherham, Port Vale Wickham, Orient Exeter, which means Wimbledon, Stockport, Barnsley Northampton, Mansfield Peterborough, Stevenage Bolton, and Wigan Reading have all been postponed due to international call-ups.
Oh, that's no fun. Do we know of our players who have actually gone on international break? I know Dan Phillips has gone.
Jamie Reid as well.
And Jamie Reid. Is Orford in the England under 20s?
I haven't seen.
Let's have a
I
look.
don't know.
Because he's normally the other one, but didn't actually count in our numbers because he hadn't played in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't call it off. Bolton did.
Yeah.
Which I half expected, considering last time they played during an international break, they lost 3-0 or something to Burton.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's not as fun when we don't have a game to talk to.
Or a good game to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, let's just talk about the youth team playing at the Lamex tonight.
The what?
What the youth team in the FA Youth Cup?
Where are they playing?
Broadway Way.
Nicely done.
I'll have to get used to that. They are up against. I don't actually. Who the fuck are they playing? Mertham Town. Whoever the fuck they are. And it's 1-1 as we speak.
Oh.
That's all I've got to say about that, really.
I'm looking at who's. So interesting. Okay, so Doherty is there, or Doherty. Doherty, England, Norris, Woodford. Who else is? I'm thinking of the ones that have featured for the first team at some stage.
Was Brown? Brown came on and wasn't it Brown that Lenny Brown that had the goal cleared off the line by Presley?
No, you're thinking of Harrison Smith.
Oh, was that Harrison Smith?
He's I can't remember where he is now. Actually,
gone.
He's gone.
Reading.
Yeah,
Reading. Wasn't it him that went to Reading? Because we haven't got. We had to release him because we haven't got an under-21 team, and he was just gonna.
That was why, but he's gone down. He's not gone up.
Who is it? Well, Reading is very much a lateral move at the moment. In fact, they are lower than us in the table, Nick. But no, Reading signed one of our players that we released because we had to.
I remember that. Although it was one I was fairly surprised at, if I remember correctly.
I can't remember who it was.
Finley Burns. Sorry, just saw that name. Did he play against us?
Who? Burns? No, didn't play.
Oh, that's no fun. Oh, that's really going to irritate me now about that player that's gone to Reading. I'm going to have to find that now.
Just tweet when later on when you find it. Just tweet his name. No context. Just tweet his name.
Yeah. Don't want to be surprised. I put the most random tweets out anyway.
Ed
When
balls.
are we getting our next away day scran?
I am
review?
going to Wigan.
Oh, you're gonna have a Wigan
Good
kebab.
guys
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. So that'll be an exciting one.
What is a Wigan kebab? It's like a
Pie
inside a
arm roll.
yeah.
I'm not gonna go Peterborough. I've been Peterborough enough times, especially on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, no, Peterborough's grim.
So yeah, Wigan then is the next one.
Last time I went to Peterborough, they'd run out of pucker pies. I don't know what pies they'd got in, but they were belting. They were really good. And I handed the lad
An accidental upgrade.
I was gonna say their backup pies were better than their main pies.
Yeah. They looked very much like they'd gone and bought a shed load from like a local thing. And
Shop.
yeah, but they were very good. And I think I got that, a cup of tea, probably a bottle of water, and a Snickers or something. And it came to fuck all, like 12, 13 quid probably. I only had a £50 note, so I handed it to him. I handed it over to the geezer, and he was so confused. He gave me £47 change back. What a dickhead.
Yeah, no. So Wigan, I might make the trip to Stockport. I'm not doing Wimbledon Boxing Day, but I am doing Cardiff. So there's 3 there to look forward to before the end of the year.
I am doing Wimbledon.
It's a fun ground to go to.
Oh, I'm excited for the Souvlaki.
But yeah, it's in
It's
the.
not something I thought I'd ever hear about lower league football. I'll be honest.
I can't. What's the shop that I saw? It's in a weird place. Like
Yeah.
It feels like you're in a retail park, and then suddenly there it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I was tempted to come back up for the Cardiff game, but I can't. I might be up for. I'm going to come up for the Burton game though.
Yeah, that'll be a good one actually, I reckon. But yeah, no. 3 new ticks with Wigan, Stockport, and Cardiff for me. So
nice. Stockport's a good ground. Good thing.
I have heard. But yeah.
Proper like old school ground. Nice.
Yeah, they haven't had time with their rise to do anything fancy. A bit like us, really. Our stadium hasn't exactly been upgraded.
Yeah, we've had no time. Absolutely no time. We've only been in the league 15 years. How long are we supposed to take to do it?
We did a North Stand. That's enough.
Yeah. Oh, not according to Phil. That East Terrace is going to go mad, isn't it?
It's only on the top though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they'll have to take some of the capacity underneath away to put the extra tier on. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be you know the extra tier is just going to be boxes.
Yeah. Hey ho. I mean, look, we don't exactly fill that East Terrace every week. Definitely didn't for Chesterfield. I was standing with Reese, and it was that empty that he was able to pace frantically for the last 10 minutes.
Anyway, that's enough. We've taken up more than enough time from everybody. So, cheers, peeps. Up the Borough.
Woo!
That was a very subdued woo.
Yeah, I was trying to match the tone at the end of the pod. It's just petering out.
I'll give you